Hi everyone, so this is an introduction to queues video where we'll be going over some basic concepts and some real life examples. So what exactly is a queue? A queue is a data structure that manages elements in a first in, first out principle, which means that the first element added is the first one to be removed. So in this case, we have a lineup of people. The first person to get in line was the old lady, and she'll also be the first person that is going to leave the line to enter the clinic. If anyone wants to join the line, they join from the back and they will be the last person to enter the line. So whatever order you join the line in, that's the same order you leave in. So the first person in is also the first person out. So let's look at some real life examples. So the first one is printing documents. Whatever order you set your documents to be printed in are the same order that they are going to be printed out in. So for example, if you print documents 1, 2, and 3, the first document that will be printed is document 1, followed by document 2, followed by document 3, maintaining the first in, first out principle. Consider the second example where there's a line of people waiting in a checkout. The first person in line is also going to be the first person to go to the checkout. Whoever joins in from the back is going to be the last person to leave. This also follows the first in, first out principle. Let's look at some core functions of queues. So we have the front and back of the queue. When we on queue, that means we are adding to the back of the queue. So anything that gets added, which means it gets on-queued, gets added to the back of the queue. The second operation is dequeue. Dequeue means to remove from the queue, and this always happens from the front. Now let's try an example. So we have our queue right now, and we want to on-queue 5. So that means we are going to add 5 to the back. Now let's try dequeuing. Remember, we always dequeue from the front. Let's try dequeuing again, and remember, once again, this will happen from the front. And then finally, let's try on-queuing, and remember, we always on-queue from the back. So to summarize, we went over the first in, first out principle, which means that whatever is added in first is also what leaves first. We went over some real life examples like a printer and a line of people. And then we also went over the core functions of on-queuing, which is adding to the back, and dequeuing, which is removing from the front.